Hello guys, this is Reese from Bomberito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan SE 4Motion Turbo. This particular one is pure white on the exterior with Mistral leatherette interior on the interior. You'll see what that looks like in a second here. That name doesn't really tell you what kind of color it has. LED running lights, the eyebrows on either side. You also have the new front end here, much more closed off and a little beefier here with the air intakes down here below, off to the sides on the left and the right side here. This flat silver chin down at the base down here. Park distance sensors front and rear. This is a new redesigned 2025 Tiguan. You have body colored mirror caps. These are larger mirrors and integrated turn signals on the side. Silver roof rails at the top up here. You have this nice long line down the side. It comes out of the front wheel arch, into the front door handle, over the top one, the back one, and into the tail light. This silver hockey stick that starts back here and comes up over the windows to the front A-pillar. Also, you have 19-inch machine black and silver alloy wheels. These are the same wheels that come on the Taos SEL. Black cladding down here at the base of the door panel with this breakup of flat silver down here as well. On the back here, there's a rear spoiler, of course a rear wiper, an elongated tail light bar across the back here. Although it only illuminates up to about here on either side, it gives the idea of an elongated light bar on the back. The logo does not illuminate on this trim. You'll have to move up to get that. It says Tiguan right below the logo, and then you have this silver kind of like a bow tie or mustache right here embedded in the black cladding on the bumper with the reflectors that are vertical on either side. It says 4Motion off to the right, SE off to the left side. That is a power lift gate as well. Windows are tinted, as they always are on the rear two windows here on the Tiguan. Let's take a look at the inside. Oh, and the door handles are now the Golf GTI door handles. They pull out this way now. So we open this up here. Here's a look at the interior. You have this textured panel up here. This kind of gives it a little bit of more of a premium feel here. You have cloud text on the door inset here with a contrast stitch. And then you have leatherette down here on the arm pad with a single contrast stitch here. Bottle and cup storage in the door panel here. Power lift gate button right here. You lift up on that guy, that opens the rear lift gate. And then you lift up and hold that same button, and you can close that rear hatch. Okay, so on the inside here, a lot of changes here. So you do have a power lumbar forward and back right here, seat back adjust right here, and then the up, down, forward, and back is handled with this button. This is that Mistral color. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but it's leatherette here that has the texture similar to what's in the GLI. And the Jetta SEL. You do have leatherette on the edge here with contrast stitching as well, and a bolster here has contrast stitching on both sides. The seat has a lot more texture to it here, a lot more curvature and body hugging components here, so very nice. The headrest is still an adjustable headrest, a slight indent here for the head, and then you have contrast stitch on the edge here and push button to adjust back here. Arm rest in the middle is new. We'll take a look at the back seats there. Your back seats have more of that body contour fitting seat setup back there. Very nice. And as we go ahead and climb in here, and shut the door here, the sound dampening, as the train goes by, you don't hear it as much now with the sound dampening. So there's an example. Your door handle is different now. Door lock and unlock are right here. The door handle has a new shape to it here. And it's going to ding at me as long as I sit here and idle and not buckle up. So here's a look around the cabin here. This sill right here, very nice. Flat silver kind of finish here across the dash. Gives the dash kind of a bigger feel, more of a premium feel too. That textured panel here picks up right here and goes across into the other side here. Nice flat dash up here with a speaker up here, and the dash continues into the hood. They're kind of aligned perfectly here, so it gives you the hood is a continuation of the dash out here. Lots of visibility there as well. A leather wrap flat bottom steering wheel here. Volume control on the left side. Song skip and preset skip on the right side here. So this one doesn't have capacitive touch. They didn't choose to include capacitive touch on this. They stayed with actual buttons. The Volkswagen logo in the center. Flat silver spokes here with a piano black splash down at the base of the steering wheel here. The turn signal stalk is changed. Now it's the wiper stalk as well over here on this side. Window wash is a button on the outside edge right here. And then you also have your main wipers are adjusted here. You still keep rain sensing, but you're going to put it on auto right there. And on top here, your rear wiper is controlled there. Also, this is where your high beams are and your brights. You do have light assist on this car, so by me pushing away, that just brings up light assist. That's your automatic high beams and low beams. So you have that on the Tiguan SE. Over here, automatic headlights. You have your modes here. Now you don't have paddle shifters in this car, and you have the shifter that's over here on the right side. So to put this in drive, I'm going to twist towards the windshield with my foot on the brake. It's now in drive. If I want to put it in sport, I'll twist again towards the front. It's now in sport mode. If I want to do neutral, I'm going to twist back a half turn. It triggers the anti-roll. Let's see here. Or it turns off the anti-roll function, I should say. And then twist back. It chimes like an Audi. Shows the reverse icon here, which goes away, but it does show a camera over here as well. Okay, so you have the camera here with the trajectory steering. So I turn that wheel left, turn the wheel right, the yellow line moves accordingly. I also have this animation over here that shows my tire swing animation there on that side. So if I'm parked next to an object or a curb or a can, it's showing me that my wheels are going to turn into that curb if I'm not paying attention. Either way there. Park distance sensors show up in this animation as well on the front and back there. I'm going to go ahead and put this in park. Park is actually a button on the tip. This is the same setup for shifter for the ID Buzz and ID4. So you have the same shifter setup here. Auto start stop button is up here, as the car had shut off after I took it out of neutral there. So you just tap up there. It stays up here on the top with your other widgets. You can you can change widgets up here, but the auto start stop one, I don't believe you can delete it. It stays right here. A viewer did say something in one of my videos about the Tiguan, whether or not you could do manual shift. It looks like manual shift is no longer an option because they don't have paddle shifters and you don't really get to shift that. So looks like manual shift is out, but you can keep a sport mode. Back to the screen here. We'll move this out of the way here. You have an all new screen set up here, and this is going to be standard even in the base Tiguan. So if I arrow down here, I can do different things here. In the center, you see that changing there. It's showing me different icons up here for adaptive cruise or travel assist, and then cruise control, as well as time and temperature up here, and miles to empty down here. So arrowing down, I can select different items here. There's my safety systems. I just kind of played around and figured it out. I have lane assist, side assist, rear traffic alert, front assist, and I can close out of that as well. I was going by this guy right here. If I hit OK on the steering wheel, I brought that up. My tachometer is over here. I have a compass embedded in here. Now, I do have a left and right tab where I can, on the left tab here, change it between a compass, destination info, no display, average fuel economy, average speed, total distance. Operating temps is going to say route guidance is inactive. Now, if I'm doing Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, if I'm doing active navigation using those, it's going to show my next turn there. Over here on the right side, if I tab with that travel distance, average speed, navigation, audio, I'm going to pick audio, put it over here on this side. So you have audio there. Very nice. The views. Now I can change the views of the display here. There's about 4 of them. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and actually there's 3. So there you have it. You can change it to where it has this big one in the middle, kind of like the Taos, or let's see here, down. Oh, I can change it here too. Gear and display, speed. I can change it to speed. Oh, it shows speed in the center. So I can choose what's in the center of this center dial. Okay, so enough with that there. Song skip and preset skip are over here. What I would like to see Volkswagen do is include the heated steering wheel on the Tiguan SE, at least, if not all Tiguans. They do it on the Taos already, where you get a heated steering wheel on pretty much every trim, so it is possible. It might adjust the price a little bit, but I think it's a value add. Over here at the infotainment screen, this is a 12.9-inch screen. This is set up to the light setting here. I've done a video where it's in the dark setting. I'll show you that you can change it to dark and go up here. So this is your dark setting here on the screen, but I hadn't done one in the light setting, and I think I'm going to do that so you guys can see that there. This is probably a little easier on the eyes for a lot of people here. So whoops, don't want to do that. We're going to scroll across. There is the center screen. There's 3 main pages here, so you've got 3 pages of screens. Here's your main screen right here. You also have the widget button up here that brings up your menu right here. So you got telephone, radio, navigation, vehicle, App Connect. App Connect does Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So we're going to go back here. Parking does your park distance sensors and also your rear view camera here. And then you have AM, FM, and satellite for the radio. You have drive modes here. So you have Eco, which is going to shut off the auto, turn back on the auto start stop. So I just deactivated that, and there's that beep again. All right, so there's comfort, there's sport, custom, off-road, and snow. And the I button here brings you up kind of instructions or directions on, or information on how or why you would use that. So I'm going to go back to comfort mode here. You do also have heated seats for both driver and passenger up front. They start on high, then medium, then low, then off on both sides. Rear defrost is right here. Max defrost. Your climate controls down here at the bottom. You have individual climate zones right here for the 2 up front. You can swipe from red to blue to go cooler, blue to red to go warmer. You can tap sync right here. Now you can also bring up this little guy with the fan and adjust your fan speed right here. Your vents are down below the infotainment screen here and off to the right corners, just like that. Very nice on this car. This interior design right here goes across, the cloud text comes across right here. So I'm going to hit the home button and go back here. Ida is your virtual assistant. You can actually tell her things. Hello, Ida. Hello, Ida. Okay, she's not going to answer me today. I've done it in another video. It is there. But you can tell it your feet are cold and things of that nature there. This car we got from another dealer, so I think some stuff's been messed with. So I'm not 100% sure. Okay, sliders down here. Volume controls right here in the center. You can go from plus to minus quickly to mute. Your climate controls or temperatures settings are right here. You can swipe from red to blue, like I said, or you can tap blue or tap red to go warmer or cooler. The other cool thing is this slider is now backlit, so you can actually backlight. You can see this at night. The hazards button, okay, is right here. You do also have the clock up in the corner there. This one has just an auto dimming mirror here. It doesn't have the added home link mirror that you can get. As I said, this one came from another dealer. I think ours all come with the enhanced mirror. This one does not have that. That's not a standard option. But you do have a panoramic sunroof and capacitive touch for the dome lights up here. Okay, so there's a look at your headliner there. It's a light colored headliner. 2 runners here. Touch at the front and swipe back to open a sunshade. Touch at the front and swipe back to open a sunroof. The sunshade goes all the way back, revealing this beautiful panoramic sunroof. The sunroof opens, you have this pop-up windscreen right here, keeps bugs and things out while you have your sunroof open, and that glass is tinted, so you see it go all the way back there. The light color in here makes this car look a lot bigger. Here's a look at the passenger seat. There's a lever here to slide the seat forward and back. And then also over here on the side, there's a handle here. You can raise and lower the seat in a pumping fashion and adjust the seat back with this handle right here. Bottle and cup storage in the door. In the glove box right here, there's your manuals. Also, the Sirius XM quick startup guide right there. You have that there. Now, one thing I did want to show you real quick here, you do have ambient lighting in this car. So you can change what's displayed here. So I'm going to go to custom. Ambient light is controlled by atmospheres, so we're changing that. So I'm doing purple, and you can change it up. I can do red or orange. We'll do orange. And we can do green. You can do lower level colors and top level colors. So the blue will be up top and then down like footwheel, things like that. I believe this is going to be footwells as well. You can change the color for the base. Or at least change the color for the doors. Cup holders right here. You do have 2 cup holders here. They're stadium seat style, so one sits a little higher than the other. Pin storage right here. And you have this nice little rail here to keep things from rolling out. This experience knob right here, this is really, really cool. The start stop buttons here. This experience knob is right in the middle. I can tap this guy here. Hold on. There's my comfort modes. So I have comfort, energetic, shows up down here. There's comfort, there's energetic. Oh, it's just toggling between the two. There's minimal down here as well. Me down here, you can show that inactive. It shows up here. So you've got these different colors. Purple for lounge, very cool. So I can also do the dial here, nature, minimal, and it scrolls through up here on the screen. So this thing is pretty cool, and it also ends up being your volume knob. That's really cool. So it's a touchscreen, it's a knob, and man, just really cool. And your e-brake is right here. You just lift up on it to activate, and you put your foot on the brake and push down on it to release. Storage right here with a wireless charger, 2 USB-Cs right here that are backlit so you can see them at night, and this little clip-in where the back of your phone points towards your thigh. That's your wireless charger. Armrest that's adjustable with a removable storage tray right there. Lots of deep storage there. 12-volt charger port down here. So you have that guy right there. And then this just drops back down in here. And this armrest, back from the GTI and Golf R of yesteryear, you can actually pull it out, slide it, it locks, it's adjustable. Very nice. There's a look at the seat here and the passenger side. Let's take a look at the back seats. There's a look at those wheels. This one comes in at $36,420. Extras on this one include $1,200 for power tilting and sliding sunroof. $1,425 for destination brings you to $36,420. So this one's going to be a little bargain priced because it doesn't have mats or anything else added to it. So here's a look at your seats back here in the back. These are leatherette seats as well. Fold down armrest in the middle, squishy yet firm with a cup holder in the middle. Gone is the split where you could do a pass through right here. So this is a bench setup that does not move forward or back, and it does not recline, but it does fold flat. So just simply like that, and they fold really easily down. The previous Tiguan did not have the seats fold down very easily. There's a pocket here for storage of maps and things of the magazines, the same on that side. Vents back here for your rear passengers. You also have 2 USB-Cs that are backlit so you can see those, and a little storage cubby right there. There's a look up front from the back. I'm going to go ahead and change this screen back. There you go. So you've got that there. Look up at the panoramic sunroof. Oh, and before I get out here, here's a look at the legroom. I'm wearing KU socks today, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And a nice slam there. Nice solid sounding door there. Very nice. Car seat hookups here and also here. Now, let's take a look at the hatch. There's another look at your wheels right there. So come around to the back here, right where the G and the U meet, you squeeze right there. It's going to open this hatch for you. There's a look through from the back to the front. There's your panoramic sunroof right there. Nice storage floor back here, nice and flat. And these little seat pulls here are way easier than they used to be. There's a bag hook in front of them on each side. You just pull on this guy right here, that seat folds flat. Pull on it right here, 2 fingers, that's all it took, right there. Nice flat storage floor. You just push those down in place. And you also have a recessed trunk light on either side. There is a loop right here to lift up. There's a storage floor down here. You got storage here, and you have your jack apparatus right here. This does lift up where you can go further back to get that spare. There you go. Very nice. So it's like a tri-fold floor. Luggage tie downs are up there, luggage net tie downs, and the button for the hatch has moved over to the left side. This car will come with a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty on it from Volkswagen. That's 4 years, 50,000 miles, and include 3 years of included maintenance on this particular unit. Also, if you buy from me in Bommarito St. Peter's, I'm going to give you an additional 3 years, total of 6, free of charge. So if you're interested in this car, we'll also give you a 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide engine and powertrain warranty free of charge. That's the Bommarito Advantage. 10 years, 200,000 miles. Remember to ask for Reese. If you're interested in this car, or another one like it, give me a call, 636-290-4257, 636-290-4257. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Reese Sells Cars. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great day.